Good evening, Guam. J.D. Iriarte here to bring you your local sports. As promised yesterday, here is the high school volleyball final standings update. The regular season has ended and now it's time to win or go home. Here we are taking a look at volleyball standings in prep for the playoffs. George Washington Geckos finishing up the regular season as the top seed and are awarded a first-round bye. Joining them will be the Harvest Christian Academy Eagles and the Simon Sanchez Sharks. The rest of the teams, however, will battle it out this Thursday. Now taking you back in time to 1979, when we had two teams for GWs, the Geckos and the Warriors, as well as JFK with the green and gold. Gas prices were less than $1 a gallon, and J.R. Hattig was not even born yet. Now what's significant is with this year, 1979, it was the start of Tsutsui's long and successful path through Guam's premier baseball leagues. Tsutsui's teams have won countless pennants and titles and are now shooting for a third straight BBL title. Before our sports director Patrick Lujan left, he had a chance to sit down with Tsutsui to discuss more than 30 years of baseball in this first of a two-part series.
All that is left from the old Paseo Stadium is this one wooden pillar right here. Moylan's Braves manager Al Tsutsui has been managing in the league ever since then. We were able to sit down with Mr. Tsutsui to reminisce about the history of baseball on Guam.
First time I saw players trying out with no shoes or tennis shoes with holes that they go fishing more, right? There were some games in where we played for the university that, drew crowds. Like on the championship game, it was like 4,000 over. They were just smashing the chain link fence all over the place, and it was very popular then. You have to train mentally, what you say, discipline, in making sure that sometimes they deviate from the basics, and that's where I get down on it. But we discuss it, and we don't embarrass anybody on the field. We do it at the practice fields, yeah? And that's carried over. And there's other things that's mandatory too that we state, and if it's not followed through, then sometimes they don't play. But a lot of time it's, as I said, we're weekend warriors. We have birthday parties, funerals, family things that, hey, those are priorities, yeah? So we are able to adjust, and that has been our success. Winning the pennant is more prestigious than what I call the postseason. They treat it like the World Series, which is good, and you just take the top four. But to get to that position into the semifinals, you have to play a season of more games.
Thank you, Patrick. We miss you, man. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night for part 2 of this interview when Tsutsui reveals, in his opinion, the most feared hitter, the control pitcher that Guam baseball history. Now for an NBA score update. The Boston Celtics beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 104-86, and the Phoenix Suns edge out the San Antonio Spurs 111-102. I am J.D. Iriarte. Thank you for supporting Guam's local sports, and more from Jeff and Tina after these words from our sponsors.